Unbelievable, Abba Kyari asks Nigerians. For a minute, think about it. How am I different, or how is Tinubu better than me? He is going to become Nigeria's president and nothing is happening, yet you keep me in prison. I mean, this guy is asking a very serious question that really needs an answer. Let's get all the details. Nigerians, how is Tinubu better than myself? On Monday, February the 14th, 2022, while the rest of us were either expressing or receiving words and gifts of love, being that it was the Valentine Day, the disgraced so-called Super Cop Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, was being caught in a string operation and was exposed as a member of a drug cartel. Well, you might say, and you would be right to say that. But when you look at it, Abba Kyari was a bottom feeder in the drug cartel. He was caught working for. He was a corrupt policeman, a muscle. He was far from being the cartel boss. At best, he was a small fry, a food soldier. No, a food soldier. But now, compare him to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Just like Abba Kyari, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was exposed during a stringing operation on the white heroin drug cartel in Chicago. On November the 28th, 1990, a member of that cartel by name Abiodun Abila was nipped in the federal string operation wherein he sold 7,000 worth of heroin to undercover FBI agents. His testimony led to a federal case against multiple Nigerian members of his cartel, of whom Bola Ahmed Tinubu's name was also mentioned. He has now been judicially established beyond all reasonable doubt that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was indeed as a co-defendant in a federal case involving white heroin drug cartel. Not only was he indicted, he was fingered as the bag man, read money man for a drug cartel, and rather than fight those charges, Tinubu agreed to forfeit $460,000 in the U.S. government back then in 1993. A colonial large sum today, which a king's ransom at the maternal home. As everyone with precocious knowledge of the law would tell you, forfeiture is equally to a conviction, in the sense that you are not fighting the charges against you or on your merit, and will rather reach a plea bargain. So, I ask, how is Tinubu better than Abba Kyari? In fact, if anyone is better, it will be Abba Kyari, who was not directly linked to the drug cartel, other than an outburst Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which took him to court, documents, opened an account, and named a known drug bureau as someone with whom he shares the same address. How do we explain that Abba Kyari was exposed as a member of the drug cartel in Nigeria, turned on him? The police suspected him. He was currently facing trial, but Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been exposed as a known drug lord. Instead of facing persecution, APC is asking Nigerians to vote for him. My people, they do juju for us, not just. Who is worse, a member of the cartel or the drug lord himself? If Abba Kyari belongs to jail, then why is Tinubu in Aso Rock? These are the questions we must ask. In fact, Tinubu should have just made Abba Kyari his running mate and let us know that Nigeria is now drug have it all. After all, Abba Kyari is just like Kashim Shettima and comes from the same Borno state. Both of them are from the same state. We as citizens should not turn ourselves country into a butt of joke in the international community by electing a person with such a history as our president. As the Igbo man would say, we need to be careful. The cartel lifestyle that Tinubu lived in the late 80s, early 90s, in the late 80s, the early 90s, is there, and it's not just words, evidences are there. The Kofo Romola, deputy governor under Tinubu between 1999 to 2003, has described working with Tinubu as working with the mafia. These were her words. She's still alive. She worked closely with Tinubu and understands him better than most. Let's listen to what Tinubu himself told Rajesh Fashola after he was installed as the governor at the fourth annual Bola Ahmed Tinubu Conundrum. Rajesh Fashola and the then governor of Lagos State had to speak on merit as means of getting into office in the public sector, to which Bola Ahmed Tinubu responded publicly as followed: if there is no particularly, you cannot get yourself elected as a governor. Remember what got you there. So these are some of the things that are going on, and the question is being asked: how do we change this? How do we sort this out? Okay, how do we sort this out? So these are some of the things that are happening now. So Nigerians, they're asking, what is the difference between Abba Kyari and Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And if you think about it, what's the difference really? What's the difference? What's the difference? Because this one is a known one. I mean, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's own, it only came to light because it's from the US. If it's in Nigeria, somebody will tell you they framed him up. Yeah, that's what they tell you. They say, it's not Nigeria. They are putting all kinds of charges because it's going to become the president or it's going for the presidency. But this one, there are evidences, paper trail is there. He had to even, say, you know what, okay, I accept. I will leave this amount of money. It was directly linked to him. Everything, all the evidences are there for everyone to see. Sadly, these are the people who are rulers and leaders in our community. Why one is in jail? Because he's asking the question. See, why one is in jail? The other one is planning to go to Aso Rock. And Nigerians, APC is telling you vote for such an individual. For instance, what will you do? Because as we're speaking now, some people will reply here, Madam, you not like Tinubu. Listen, I did not write the article. It is a discussion that, Abba Kyari is having that is coming up. Because he's asking the question. He said, what's my crime? What's the difference between myself and Bola Ahmed Tinubu? APC is asking people now to put him in Aso Rock by voting for him. Okay, they said I belongs to jail. Okay, because we all know Abba Kyari's case, that is not just the jail thing. It is because the US requested for him, and he has promised them all that if indeed he steps into the US, it will be beyond the case of just money laundering, things that will come out. And since then, Nigerian government has been doing everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that they close their track, they close the doors behind them, and nobody knows what has happened, previously in the door they passed through. So these are some of the things that we are experiencing, and you and I can see. And that's why every one of us cannot afford, to keep quiet and just pretend and assume that everything is going well. We must go and investigate the people who wants to become our leaders. We must go and investigate them. All this is not my business, I don't care attitude does not help anybody. Bye for now.